To all the families of those who were killed, to all those who are injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know, I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you.
President Joe Biden offered his condolences following a brutal terror attack that killed at least 15 people during a New Year's Eve celebration in New Orleans early this morning. Meanwhile, authorities in Las Vegas are investigating a deadly explosion outside the Trump International Hotel that killed at least one person and injured several others. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Anthony Gastura, and this is the 10. Both of these incidents happened within just hours of each other, but so far, the FBI says there are no signs they are connected. In New Orleans, the deadly attack unfolded as people celebrated New Year's on Bourbon Street. Investigators say a U.S. Army veteran rammed a pickup truck into a crowd, killing 15 people. Police shot and killed the driver shortly after. When the FBI searched that truck, they found a flag for the Islamic State terror group, along with several guns and an improvised explosive device. They say he posted videos expressing a desire to kill. Investigators are treating the attack as terrorism and say he may have had accomplices. And shocking video shows a Cybertruck exploding outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas, killing one person and hurting 7 others. Investigators say the truck was rented on the Turo app and packed with fireworks. Terrorism is not ruled out, but again, there's no clear link that these attacks are linked in New Orleans as well. Now, here at home, local groups and federal agencies are increasing efforts to stop radicalization before it escalates. We talked to a terrorism expert leading a key project to interrupt political violence. 2 deadly incidents just hours apart are raising alarms about the possible threats of domestic terrorism. And with big cities like Portland hosting massive events, one local group has a simple message: stop political violence before it escalates, preventing tragedies like the ones in Nevada and Louisiana.
We have these factors that sort of fit that they're going to be looking at. How much of this is, I don't want to say stereotypical, but kind of a classic case of someone who becomes radicalized to commit an act of terror.
Dr. Randall Blazak, a sociologist focused on terrorism, leads a Department of Homeland Security funded initiative with Gear-PNW and local law enforcement. Dr. Blazak stresses the power of early intervention and understanding the psychological triggers behind extremism.
Be right in there, please.
After the terror attacks from September 11th, the U.S. rolled out the TSA and expanded surveillance, just to name a few things. Dr. Blazak says when it comes to future changes, it's all about striking the right balance.
This is sort of the million-dollar question about how much of our personal liberties are willing to surrender for security, and how much are we going to give up to feel safe. And so this is this balance that we're always trying to strike, and there's sort of push on both sides.
And Dr. Blazak warns against profiling, pointing out that while some factors may raise red flags, it is key to avoid stereotyping or oversimplifying groups. Stay with KOIN 6 for updates on both of these stories. You can get updates anytime, as always, at KOIN.com.